Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Gemini. So, Gemini, as usual, I'm doing this reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you'll see are from this deck. So, just as a disclaimer before I begin with your message today, there are a few loud and noisy kids playing outside, so the camera, the phone might pick it up. I hope it's not as disturbing as it is to me, but hopefully it will just minimize the disturbance, because I feel like I really need to put this out there, and this is the only time that I have today to record this. So yeah, let's just jump into the message, Gemini, because I feel like you are in a good place. You are, in fact, so successful with what you are producing, with what you are creating for yourself, for like this abundant life that you are experiencing right now, that is attracting the attention of like this uninvited presence, like this devil character that is here interested in taking a piece, taking a bite of what you have created. But I feel like you are stronger than this devil might think, and actually it's like you might be very what is the word, like not really paying attention like to this devil. There is an opportunity to take the best of you, because you're in your groove. It's like you are in your comfort zone a little bit, but it's like they don't seem to understand, or they're not making the right reading of you. They're not reading your energy and your authority, your own power. It's almost like they are diminishing a little bit your power. So let's see what they're interested in getting or taking from you, which is this Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands actually fell upside down. It was like this when it landed on the ground. I'm not seeing necessarily the meaning of it as a reversal of the Ace of Wands. What this was showing me was grapes, right? Grapes hanging from the vine, in a sense. So this was just kind of like the way to show me, or to give me a metaphor of something very juicy, very flavorful, very sweet, something that is interesting, right? There is interest in what you are producing or what you're starting to produce. So the devil comes next, and the devil wants a piece, right? It's almost like the devil wish it could have like a little bit of your grapes. So what you have begun perhaps as a very interesting creative idea, it becomes something very abundant, I want to say, because you're showing up here, Gemini, as the Emperor. The Emperor was showing me the vineyard, right? So the rows of vines, the rows of endless grapes, right, just blossoming and just beautifully coming to life, and very like it's making me like water my mouth, right? It's like maybe this is what the devil is tasting. It wants to taste a little bit of your creation, because it's seeing you as, it's like having so much, right? Having like this abundance of grapes. It's like they're thinking just taking one wouldn't make a difference for the Emperor, for Gemini, right? This is the thought of the devil. But here's the thing about this devil, and it's like it wants the first one, right? So it's not any grape, it's not any creation or any product that you're putting out. It's kind of like the initial idea, because it's almost like maybe they are envious, right, of how abundant you are, or how it's like from one simple fruit, right? It's like you have created your empire. You see what I mean? So it's almost like it's a very basic idea, a very creative idea. If you put in the focus and the energy and the work, which seems like you have been doing in the past, it's like you are in this emperor status of accomplishments, of success, of like rewards, and like having like the returns of your investment, right? But specifically like seeing it multiply endlessly. And in this devil's eyes, it's like what they're seeing is that if they take, it's almost like they don't want the product itself. It's like they want the it's like the ground zero idea, like the first spark of idea that brought you to where you are. You see what I mean? So again, yes, they're interested in like taking something from you because they see you as having plenty. So it wouldn't make a difference for you to like just be one short of whatever you are producing, right? But it's more than that. There is like this deeper layer of what is the real interest of the devil seeing you in this very abundant place, knowing where it's coming from, right? It's not like they're just looking at this. It's like they kind of know where it began, so they want a piece of that. And the interesting thing is that, to be honest, Gemini, you're here in this Four of Cups in a very comfortable, cozy spot, right? It's almost like you're ruling your empire, or you're managing your empire from a very comfortable seat. It's not like you are out there like putting in the work. That's the fascinating thing. If that was the case before, it's not relevant now. What is relevant now is what this devil is seeing in you, right? And this is how they see you, right? As the emperor, but in a very comfortable position, almost like, you know, you don't have to make that much of an effort, or it's like you're just, it's interesting. I'm hearing the devil calling you lazy, right? But it's almost like this is this devil's perception, because they're interested in, it's because you see here how the leaves of the crown of the emperor, it's like they're just spreading and spreading and spreading, right? These are the vines in a sense. This is just one, but it's almost like maybe they're trying to, okay, so this is all the devil's perspective, right? And maybe you know this devil character. Maybe it's a side of you that's taking the best out of you. You know, maybe calling yourself lazy for enjoying the fruits of your labor, literally enjoying the fruits of your labor, right? Whatever it is that you're creating from this first spark, this first initial idea. It's like the devil here seems to have like central like this spotlight on them, right? Because it's all their perception of you. So the laziness, or the maybe it's like this comfort, whereas in their opinion, in their vision, you should be working to make sure that, you know, people who could have like ill intentions, just like this devil, didn't take advantage. You see what I mean? So it's almost like maybe this one is seeing this like this like taking one piece as a very easy thing, right? Because they are seeing you in a very what is the word? It's coming through a word, but I don't know if I've said that word out loud. Maybe, I don't know. Flamboyant? I hope I'm not butchering this word. Yeah, it's kind of like a very opulent, very it's like a very luxury life, right? Where you don't have to put in much work, or you don't have to put in much hours, because you have done that work. It's like, so now you're just managing all of that from a very comfortable place. So in the eyes of the devil, that's a very easy target. You are an easy target, so that the devil can take what it wants, right? Which again, it's trying to minimize what it's really taking from you, or what it wants to take from you, because it's like they're just, okay, that's the thing. It's like if the devil is your inner version, or if it's somebody that you know, it's like it really doesn't matter, but it's trying to justify an ill-intended action, a manipulative action, because the real true, like the truest reason why this devil wants like this first vine, this first grape, the the first thing that you have created out of this idea, it's like it's because they want what you have, or what you have created. They want your empire, in a sense. It's like they want to be in your position. They want to be like, as you know, this comfortable in this comfortable place where you can manage all of the things that are, you know, endlessly creating this abundance, or continuously creating this abundance for you. So this is, you know, you will know how this applies to you, who is in fact this devil, if this is like a side of you, or if this is actually somebody. So the interesting thing that now it's coming through is that, yes, the devil might see you as an easy target, Gemini, because they're seeing you as lazy, or as not concerned, managing your business from afar. So it's like your eyes are not so much in the vineyard, but it's like you are, you know, elsewhere in a very comfortable, maybe, you know, from a vacation, you're taking care of your business. So it's like they see you as an easy target, right? But with the World card coming next, the sensation that I had, oh my God, Gemini, it's so amazing, because it's like it's like, yes, you might be on vacation, like traveling on a comfortable beach place, or like wherever you feel comfortable, but not exactly where your business is, or where your creation is being produced or manufactured, is the word that is coming through. Your world is kind of, it's much more protected and much stronger. Like the protections that you have around your world, around this creation, around this empire that you have created, it's so much bigger, it's so much more efficient than what this devil is giving you credit for. It's like the devil is really diminishing your ability to protect your creation. But because what I was hearing, you know, those it's like the soundtrack of when, you know, I just watched the not recently, but you know, last month I watched the new Netflix show from La Casa de Papel. I have no idea what is the name in English. The Paper House, is that how you say it? Or maybe it's just A Casa de Papel, La Casa de Papel, I don't know. Anyways, it's the story, the Spanish series that talks about like a robbery in a bank, right? And so there is like, you know, it's just like any robbery in a bank, like any movie or any scene that you can picture, like, you know, the locks and the safe like being locked up, and it's like there are several of them, and so like that latching on and the clicking and the, you know, that sound, it's like one after the other. This is what I'm sensing here from this world. It's like you have several passwords, several defense mechanisms to protect your creation, because it seems like this, it's almost like this is the grape that will not be sold, because it's like it's the first one, right? And this is exactly what the devil wants. So, and it could be, you know, applied to your situation. It doesn't need to be grapes, of course, but in this case, it's like that first fruit, right? That first result, that first product, the first creation, that is being protected. It's like it's in this safe. It's like it's in the core of your world. So you might be on the other side of the world, you know, on a very lazy day, right? In a very comfortable position, just enjoying. But you have complete, it's like you have complete control of who enters and who is not allowed in, right? Which, of course, this devil is trying to enter and maybe trespass even, but I don't feel like it's going to be that obvious, right? Although it might be. I was just questioning whether or not that's true, because the Eight of Swords coming first, because after the Eight of Swords is just the Two of Swords. So I feel like this just proves that your system works, but it works so far, right? It's not like it's completely 100% safe, but it minimizes the attack. So maybe we're talking about like a virtual, what is the hacker attack, something like that. Maybe that's, you know, how this could be playing out for you. But either way, it's like the devil comes in full force, right? With the Eight of Swords. So it comes blasting with everything since you are away. It's like they are imagining that it's going to be an easy target, right? It's like your eyes are not directly there. So therefore they can just come full on, right? Maybe they are anticipating like, you know, this very quick maneuvering around like your world. It's like they can come in very quickly and then go out very quickly, but that's not the case. What they're not seeing is that you indeed have like all of these locks and passwords and cameras and, you know, all of that. It's like it's not easy the way that they have perceived to be, no matter how far or how close you are to your empire. You see? So you can be, again, on the other side of the world, it's like everything that you have placed to protect what you have created, like especially the first grape, let's say, that they want. It's like, it's actually very efficient to a certain degree, because the way that I was seeing at first, you know, when this card was just here before these two, I was hearing all of the locks, right? Like one after the other. So maybe this is how you leave, right? For a lazy day, for a day out of the office, for a weekend away, right? Or like vacation, whatever it is. So this is what you do to protect your world. But what you don't expect is that it's going to be efficient to a certain extent, right? To the things that are most obvious, right? Maybe a hacker attack that is like very, very obvious and well known, because it's almost like that's the first thing that the devil will try. But the Two of Swords, it's kind of like it's the remnants, or like it's like the things that both they haven't seen, right? They didn't expect that you would have like placed so many protections or so many layers to enter this empire of yours, this world of yours. But what you're not seeing is that they have something. It's like they have something. It's like it's an unexpected trick, an unexpected. It's like there's something that you need to be there. It's like your eyes need to be there, right? Because you're just looking from afar, right? It's like, so you have like cameras or notifications when something happens, but because they have, it's like they still have something that you haven't prepared for. It's like your protection system, it's functioning for all of these attacks, for all of these attempts of it's interesting what I'm hearing right now is like attempts of fraud. I know that this is heavy. I'm sorry, Gemini. But it's like it works for that, right? For the main things, like for the majority of the attempts, it's going to work. Like everything that you have put up, it's like it is going to work. But there are a few gaps, right? Because you see here because your world is not a wall, right? It's like a very organic, beautiful, like this, it's like this very natural empire, right? So there are no needs for like these rigid walls. So your protection, it's like it's not that way also. It's like it's very organic, right? You're trying to find ways that are organically just protecting you, right? But yes, it's like your protection is working just fine for these, but among all of the attempts that the devil is going to use, it's like there's something, or there are a couple of things that you haven't thought of, you haven't seen. So it's almost like being on the other side of the world and not being there to open your eyes and just look for yourself, like just see what the devil is trying to do. It's like, it's maybe you have to come back, right? It's like to have that on-site vision, right? Maybe that's the guidance here for you, because I feel like they haven't done anything yet, but it's almost like guidance. If that's the case, if you're already sensing the presence of this devil, you know that you are in a very good place, in a very abundant place. It's like, just be sure that you set up everything that you're already planning to do, right, to protect this idea. But know that maybe if you have to come back before you imagined, right, from this vacation, from this holiday, it's like, it's just because what the devil is going to try next, you haven't seen, and you need to be there to see it, right? I hope that makes sense, Gemini, and that is truly helpful if you're going through something like this. Yeah, I'm going to pull more cards for you, as well as the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.